Hello everyone, welcome again to our channel. It's me, Tshegofatso Ramutla. Um, it's so great to be here. Another chance, to get to talk to you guys. It's a privilege, it's grace, it's mercy, because we know a lot of people are not here today. As we speak, some are crossing over to the next round. So we are really covered by the grace of God and his blood, Jesus Christ, and we are really precious to him. So it's a privilege to be here and talk to you guys today. I really don't want to go long and go deep like I normally do. It's not one of those where I'm analyzing things, so it's not an analysis. I guess it's more of an opinion. In life you meet people, different kinds of people, different races, different personalities more than anything, because the face is the facade of who you meet. But in actual fact, the big one is the personality of someone, you know. And we get to know their personality by spending more time around people. But then some people, it's so easy to just automatically spot who they are by how they carry themselves and the things they say. You see, it's easy to know what the heart of a person is like by just listening. In Setswana they say motho mo tshwara ka leleme. You catch a person by what they say, what comes out of their mouth. That's when you know the kind of person they are. And yeah, man, I don't know. I think I really battle a lot with arrogance. You know, um, I find it so hard to make peace with people that are very arrogant. To me, it's like very, very, very extremely offensive when I meet someone and they just, yo, they just ooze out arrogance in them. And a lot of people confuse arrogance with um, they confuse arrogance with confidence. You see, being a confident person is knowing that no matter what, you are who you are because God has made you who you are. But arrogance, it's developed from a place where it comes with so many things. For me it's more like a disease, like it's more of something that grows like a tumor in you, and you can't get rid of it because it's there. It's like a cancer to me, arrogance. And why do I say that? In most cases, people that are arrogant are people that never thought they would reach the level that they are at, and arrogance comes with insecurities, but people will tell you, I'm confident. I think for me, I'm not talking for anyone, I'm not talking in terms of study, or it's just an observation from me. For me, I feel like it comes from an insecure place. That's why you want to prove to people that you are who you are. Most arrogance comes from people that know you, that you grew up with, and when they reach a certain level, because look, we all in the same atmosphere, we all in the same world, right? We live in the same world, same planet, but as much as we do, as much as we've all drank water, as much as we've all walked into the same store, maybe Woolies, or I mean, I'm choosing Woolies because people feel like it's, for a lack of a better example, we've all tasted what ice cream tastes like, so we have similarities. But in essence, all reality, we are individuals and our journeys are different. You know, we all came to Earth different days, different times, through different portals. And when I say portals, I mean through different families, because they say your mom's birth canal is more like a portal from another world to this world, because you are conceived. As much as there's biology in it, you get conceived, wada wada, but in retrospect, you are from a different world coming into this world, and you are not here to stay. You're gonna die eventually and go to a next world. So we all come through differently, and our journeys are different. But the mistake that people do is we all compare our journeys with each other. So we might grow together, grow up together, or go to the same school, or live in the same neighborhood. And because of that, automatically there's that invisible competition. Why? I have no idea. And I think, this is why God said, love your neighbors, you love yourself, because now we tend to compete with each other. And when I see you, what I see in you, you don't see. I mean, what I see in you here, you don't see it, and what you see in me, I don't see it. And I think this is where jealousy comes through, and people now turn to wish bad things on you because they see something in you. Because as much as we might be human beings, we are spiritual beings, and as much as we don't understand it, there are certain things that we understand, or we get to see without understanding how we get to see those, you see. So I might be sitting here and I can see into your future, but I'm unaware that I can see into your future because I'm disconnected from my spirituality. But I can see that the way she is, I think she's going to be successful in the future. And now you start comparing yourself. I have to push so that Tseho doesn't, become better than me. And that's not necessary. You see, it's so unnecessary, because we are all on our different paths that need to lead us to God eventually. So your colleagues, or your schoolmates, or your neighbors, your friends you grow up with, at some point, some will reach a level that is high up there. They become successful quickly, rapidly, because our stars are not aligned the same. The gifts that God gave me and the gifts that God gave you are different. And it does say in the Bible that God gives people different gifts. Some will prophesy, some will be able to see things, some will be able to read and explain the word, and so on and so forth, And I think life also works like that, where some will become, like me, artists, some will become doctors, and as much as we have gifts coming into this world. And people now start comparing these things to their peers, I'm better than that one, yeah. Look where he is. He thought he would be. And then when you meet, you are in the same gathering. This is when now you realize, oh, I didn't know we were competing. These people are in competition with each other. Like the things they say, you say, and sort of, oh, woo, I didn't know that you think low of me in that way. And that's arrogance, Look what happened to Lucifer. I mean, He was high up there next to God. He was beautiful with jewels and all precious stones you can think of. The most beautiful angel ever, and he had gifts and abilities, and he thought he's better than his brothers. You see, he started comparing, and I think that's why the world is like this. He has instilled this poison, this virus into each person. Remember what happened with Cain and Abel. That jealousy that Cain grew made him so arrogant that he felt he's got every right to do anything to his brother. He felt entitled to kill him and get rid of him. That's how arrogant he was. So you meet people along your way and you see that, wow, people are arrogant. And I've seen arrogance in people who start making money, and there's something wrong about money. I promise you, it makes everything better. In what sense? When you have money, you have access to, I'll start with the basics. You have access to food, you have access to clothes and shelter, you have access to transportation. So you have money. It's either you can travel by taxi, you can Uber, you can take the car train, or you can buy a car, or you can hop on a plane and travel. You can get on a yacht and be on holiday. You can be on a cruise ship and go from South Africa to Mozambique, or from South Africa to the Mediterranean and come back, and so on and so forth. That's what money can do for you. It can get you access to these things. Money can buy you friends. You see, people associate with each other according to standards. So if you have nothing, you're supposed to hang out with people that have nothing. Your opinion or anything that you say is nothing, because you simply don't have what they have. And the world has made an excuse for it, and they call it levels. I'm leveling up. But where's humility in that? How are you humble in that sense? Let me make an example again. Like, you're walking in the streets and you get stopped by a homeless person. Automatically you turn and you look at them like this. King, that's your reaction. Or, hi, batlang, don't touch me. And you're simply doing that because your eyes, the first thing that saw this other soul standing in front of you were your eyes. Your eyes told your person inside that this is a hobo, this is a homeless guy, this is a druggie. React differently because they're not in your standards. So your first reaction is, hey, what? And you react in that simply because you see how they look. And maybe this person is trying to say, sorry, you dropped your purse. But because you are looking at them according to their appearance and you judging them, automatically arrogance kicks in. You see, you are better, so you feel you are entitled to treat them like what they resemble, which is dirt, because they are dirty. We step on dirt, So you are stepping on him with your emotions and reactions because you are high and mighty. You know, I love the Bible. I love God. In what sense? He tackles every issue under the sun. There isn't any issue that you won't find in the Bible, you know, and you have to find it, you know. It's not classified in an index to say drugs, alcoholics, arrogance, depression. No, you have to read the Bible to understand that it does teach you about such things. You know, and Jesus Christ was teaching about humility, right? In Luke 14. Let me just quickly read it now. Verse 8 to 11. He says, when you are invited to a feast, don't sit in the seat of honor. What if someone who is more distinguished than you has also been invited? The host will come and say, give this person your seat. Then you will be embarrassed and you will have to take whatever seat is left at the foot of the table. Instead, take the lowest place at the foot of the table. Then when your host sees you, he will come and say, friend, we have a better place for you. Then you will be honored in front of all other guests. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. You see? So most people see them, like the lighting is bad, guys. This load shedding is on another tip. It's dark. As much as there's light outside, there's no lighting in the house. I can't even use any light. Let me try to use artificial light here. Maybe my other phone will help. I don't know if this will work really. But anyway. But yeah, you know, God here, Christ is teaching about being humble. Maybe like this. Ooh. He's teaching here about being humble. Like, you need to humble yourself. Don't think of yourself mighty and high. You will fall. You will embarrass yourself. And that's the thing with arrogant people. They're always up there. Always up there. Not realizing that at any moment it can just come tumbling down. And the people you are looking down at, you'll find them there at the bottom. And how are you going to mingle and be around them if you were unable to do so while you were still up there? Regardless that at some point you will be humbled because you're gonna die and you're gonna go into the same hole that a hobo or a homeless guy or someone who lives in a shack, or that struggling mom with children, a single mother, or that orphan, or that widow, you know, and you are up there because you are here and you can be around the best people ever. How are you going to be able to handle your downfall if you can't be humble while you're still high and mighty? So for me, not such things, guys, they really get to me. Like, they hurt me to the core. They really hurt me, And sometimes you might think, Mara, this person is bruising my ego, ne? But I don't feel like it's me being bruised, my ego being bruised, or when I see it being done to someone and that person's ego being bruised. I just see it as pure arrogance, nothing else. And that person that's so arrogant, I don't think they're smart, hey? I really don't see you as someone who is smart, because people that are smart know that you need to be humble before anything. So here Jesus Christ is teaching about, don't ever put yourself up there, because one day you'll be taken down. Rather, be there at the bottom. Let people come and praise you. You see, don't always say, yeah, me. You see, me, I've got 10 doctrines and 2 degrees, and I live in this home, and I stay in the burbs, I was this and that. No, stay humble. Stay humble. One incident that happened that I'll give you an example of. Me, and I saw it happen with my mom too. Like, when we meet people, or you are in a group of people, or let's say for instance you are at church or at a birthday party or at a wedding, and around people you don't know, you know people look at you. Obviously, first thing, they look at your shoes, your bag, the hair, okay. Then they listen to how you speak, or they can speak English, or they can't, how you look, and then automatically you'll see by how they act that they've already classed you into whatever category: low class, middle class, high class, upper class, what car you drive. So Mina, I drive a normal Hilux, a 1980 bani Hilux lihipsi, you know, um, a pickup truck, my friends call it wrong turn, that. I drive that car. I have my reasons, and I love it. So you get to a place, and there are other, people pulling up in their Jaguars, their whatever, and when you come with your skorokoro, and automatically you are classed, and how you get treated, how they talk to you, you see, oh, okay, well, whatever, it's fine. And then it gets to a point where now we have to do introductions, or people have to now present who they are, where they come from, their careers, and how they got there. And you're standing there, you're talking, okay, I've done this, I've been here, and whatsoever. And now people want to talk to me, because now they realize, okay, she drives a skorokoro, but she's been places, or she's done more than we have done. She knows so much, and I don't. Maybe I can. Now they start talking to you. So is it people being fake, or is it all like, is it all classified as fakeness, arrogance? Does it all come in a basket, man? Or is it just the person that you are? These boys that pass by my house every day, they sell vegetables, and they pass by my house. They always knock and ask me, are you okay, ma? Do you need vegetables today? No, no, I'm good. Not today. I no. If you don't have money, it's okay. We can give you. You'll pay us. You know. And I asked, why are you guys so sweet and kind to me? They're like, because we can tell that you are also different. You are always kind to us. And I'm not saying this to make myself look better, but I understand that as much as I might be who I am, and the next person might be who they are, let me treat the soul better. Let me give the soul what I would want that soul to give the soul inside this body. because this is nothing. Today I'm this size, tomorrow I could lose weight and look different, but my soul will still remain the same. Guys, now I battle with arrogance. Like, I cannot stand it. I don't understand it. I just, yo, it really, it kills my soul. So be careful out there, because you will be humbled. Don't be arrogant. Arrogance is a disease. It's a virus. It comes from its father, the devil. Your arrogance, because you will be humbled, ne? You will be so humbled, and it will hurt. You know, arrogant people, like when they get humbled, it hits them so hard there's no coming back. You know, they end up as either, I don't know, I don't even want to say what they become, but there's no comeback because of the shame, because you've been humbled to the core, and everyone can see that, this time you will feel what it's like to go to bed without food, or this time you will feel what it's like to lose everything or not have anything. Because when you were high and mighty, you had businesses, you had money, you looked down on people, you would look at them and call and say that they are dressed in clothes that were bought on credit. You know, they still live in their mom's home. You will say that they where they are because someone passed away, and lifula gae la mphedisa. You were able to go to school because your dad died, and his money's got you to go to school. If it wasn't for your father's death, you would be not. People say such things, and you look at them and think, who do you think you are? Do you know who my dad is? I'm a child of God. I'm where I am, it's by God. I didn't get myself here. So yeah, and I just wanted to tell you guys, be careful, man. People can see right through you. If you're humble, be humble genuinely. If you're going to be arrogant, I don't know, you're going to see something later that you never thought you would see, and it won't be good. Don't let the devil use you. Don't let him treat you like a tennis ball, bounce you there and there by being arrogant, being pompous, having a chip on your shoulder. Do not value people by material things. Treat human beings like they are part of who you are, because as much as I'm who I am, I'm made in God's image, and so are you. So we come from the same blueprint. We come from the same God who made everyone. So you're not better. We are all God's children. Stay humble. Honor God. Pray. Remember Jesus Christ's words. Says you must stay humble. Humility. Don't put yourself up there. Let people praise you and put you up there. And when they do that, don't let it go to your head. Your head will swell and it will burst one day. And there's no putting it back together. Guys, I don't know. Anyway, I thought I should share. This went longer than I thought. Stay blessed, guys.